nice to be here again in Europe. Okay, I come from Hong Kong, where I've worked for IT industry over 20 years, and for the last 10 years I worked for Hong Kong Telecom for the cloud transformation for our customers, including public clouds and enterprise clouds. So let's get it started. Okay, we want to talk about the challenge and the trend, then why you should use subscription clouds. So everybody know how to use cloud, right? Everybody is using cloud, but why some company, they migrate to the public cloud, then they migrate back to their own premises? There must be some reasons. And sometimes a digital transformation was led by a CIO, but eventually failed. Why? Okay, they have some initiative called cloud first. So everyone try to move their workload or their digital assets to the cloud. But according to Gartner, there will be 60% of them change their cloud first strategies to cloud smart. So why is that? Because cloud first is not equal to public cloud only or cloud only. Because sometimes you have to be more careful about how to set up your digital transformation strategies. So move everything to the cloud is not cloud first strategy, and cloud first strategy is outdated. You should always keen on those business objectives, and you should evaluate everything to align the business objective so that can serve your service availability, data protection, and user experience. Allow us to embrace a new term called cloud smarts. So what is cloud smarts? Okay, there's a lot of definition like a gap analysis, governance, or FIFAs, but I would like to introduce only one concept: KISS. Keep it simple and secure or safe is the most important concept of cloud smart, which means you move only necessary asset to the clouds when this is needed. It doesn't mean public cloud has an issue. Public cloud is perfect for cloud native, perfect for a website, perfect for digital native, but not really suitable for your data center or static and secured or some data asset that need to be protected. So according to last year's statistic, there's just few percent of the company they use only public clouds or multi-public clouds. Most of our company, 80%, they are using hybrid clouds, which means at least one private cloud, one or two public clouds. And this is a sample here. They probably using the private cloud for DRP. They DR to another cloud called surveillance cloud. Okay, what is surveillance cloud? Surveillance cloud, by Gartner's define, is they actually achieve the data sovereignty and digital sovereignty, which apply to the regional regulations and compliance. Oh, okay, so the data sovereignties in the cloud built by the concept of privacy, data residency, locality, and governance. So make sure your data comply to both of internal and the governments or the borders governance, like a GAIX, UK cloud, all those EMEA regulations you should be checked carefully. But of course, one thing can be ensured: within the border, localized will be sure enough for it. That's why the Dutch Telecom's wholly owned system integrator called T-System built Europe's first surveillance clouds. It's powered by Google, but it's still totally surveillance, which means you build within Dutch borders, and you run only by the local operators. So this is the first surveillance cloud in Europe. I'm sorry. And this is easier to understand if we want to have a better cloud strategies. We put confidential data, which needs high performance, static workload in the private cloud. But we probably will extend our service or workload for the disaster recovery, for the extension, for the agilities to a surveillance cloud. Within a surveillance cloud best practice and a unified infrastructures. Of course, as we mentioned, public cloud is not an evil thing. Public cloud is best used for the decoupled data. Some data we might need some high end, like a static, a dynamic workload, like from AI or analytics. We can utilize them, but with encrypted manners, secured data in transit and data at rest manners. So this is how we work. So we stick with Sangfor hybrid IT management. But we have three major points we want to remind all our customers and all our partners how to make it best practice. You should always master the data and overall architecture. Don't give it to any other service provider, including a cloud service provider. You should always master them. You should always have overall network security and service continuity to be covered. Don't give it to other cloud service partners or platform to help you to plan or to cover it, because eventually you will be your own responsibility when there's an instance. We'll show you later. So always have an exit option. Don't be locking, not just hardware locking, but operational locking or software locking. Try to avoid them. Like if we want to get rid of hardware locking, we probably seek for the software-defined infrastructure. If we want to have a free from operation locking, try not to stay with the cloud's proprietary service or operations. Use some commodity hardware, software-defined infrastructure, and the system is independent from any platforms. That will be easier for you for long term. So a subscription cloud, we can ensure your data compliance. We have a tailored service, just like the previous speaker said. Sangfor is keen on our support to partner and customers. And the security. Hello, we had a security company for decades. So security is one of the key considerations, no matter it's on-premises or to the cloud. So this is just one of the news. 2019, Alibaba got a breach and they have a lot of personal data leakage. Okay, you might think, this is just one of the case. They are public service provider. They're from China. No wonder. Okay, think again. Facebook, Alibaba we just mentioned, linking. Okay, they are public service. We are the enterprise. No, we won't have such data instance or leakage. They think again. Accenture, Big Four. Hospitality, they still have the issue when they try to own their service or put their service into the cloud. So why is that? Because most of the cloud service provider give you a shared responsibility. The shared responsibility clearly define that public clouds only care the security of the cloud. And you, Mr. Customer or partner of the customer, take care of the security in the cloud, no matter it's a client side, it's a server side, or network traffic, or the applications. is customer's responsibility. So whenever there's data leakage or security issues, most likely it will be the customer's responsibility and customer to blame, which means when you use the public clouds, somehow you're the one to blame if there's an instance. So why we're here? We're here to try to tell you subscription cloud have a more responsibility. We can help because we are the security company as well. So the security of the cloud will be responsible by the security cloud service provider, empowered by Sangfor Cloud and the building security. And for the data security, endpoint security, access security, which should be customers' responsibility in the shared responsibility model, right? We will help more because there's a built-in security. We can help you to identify or mitigate the security issue or instance within the software-defined data model or within the subscription cloud model. We have the proven tools and the service to help you achieve that. Okay, so as we mentioned, we embrace public cloud. We know there's benefits like agility, reliability, and on-demand service. We know the private cloud is secure, have the best performance and the customizations. So why not we take both the benefits of the security from private cloud, agility from the public clouds, subscription cloud, ladies and gentlemen. So we have the migration service from your on-premises, no matter it's HCI or other SDDC or virtualization or physical server or even cloud servers. We have a customer migrate from other public clouds to the subscription clouds. We have a backup and DL service. If you want to have the first step of your cloud adoptions, always try backup and DL service. It won't affect your existing service or existing design. It just gives you a try to use the cloud services. But locally, which promising is within the data sovereignty compliance requirements. And the managed security service like MDDR, NDDR or others, IR service or TARA service, you will understand more with the booth or tomorrow's sessions. Infrastructure as service, storage as service, professional service like a database administrator DBA service, and the SASE service as well. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So for the new storage service, Chini mentioned that we have an A store, and the A store is one of our product, and it can be converted into our storage service on the cloud because it's so unified, so unique. It's unified with the SAN storage, file storage, and object storage into one single clusters, and you can deploy it into your commodity Redmount server without a proprietary hardware login. So you can build with your own hardware, started from your HCI and the cloud, and you can start those storage service or using it as your dedicated proprietary, non-proprietary, but dedicated storage on cloud. Okay, here's the battlefields. We have a storage underlying for some hot data, could be full flash, hybrid storage, could be for the file or for other object storage to store your backup, store your file. Then it supports different virtualization platform, and they give you the resources to support your apps and extend to the subscription cloud, or being your just for the DL or a file storage service. So it will be easier for you to plan on premises or extend it to the cloud. Just like Jackie mentioned this morning, that those distributed federated cloud actually will be built up to the for you with the subscription cloud. So it will be easier for you to build with your own data centers with the subscription basis cloud model or reach our partners to let them provide on-demand service for you. That will be end of my presentation. Thank you.